Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Highlander Mage, Doom in the Tomb, the Burn edition. This is Jackie Chan's build, and it's a Highlander Mage deck that does not run the Nesot package. Obviously, when Doom in the Tomb came, the wild event, new wild cards coming back to standard format, everyone wanted to play a little bit with Nesot, but Nesot just doesn't quite cut it against mind control decks and stuff nowadays. But this build, this is an anti-shaman build, true and true. Everything about this deck is beating shamans. There's just a lot of stuff that counters board flooding, because there's Flame Ward. The other secret is also Ice Barrier and not counter spell, so a little bit of health gain. There's mind control tech in this deck. There's a polymorph, so that when there's an early mutate, then you can polymorph that one. There's a blast wave, some additional area of effect damage that can counter white boards, and also because of the overkill effect and there being lots of 1 health minions around, then you can get a lot of random spells from that. And because the endgame plan is not Nesot based, it's more like Naga Sandwich based, because Naga Sandwich can change the cost of spells in your hand to 5, and this one runs all the major big spells. There's Pyroblast, Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron, A Power of Creation, and Luna's Pocket Galaxy. And obviously a build that runs all of these expensive spells also wants to run Total and Pilgrim, discover a copy of a spell in your deck and cast it with random targets, so that you can Total and Pilgrim yourself some minions or cheaper stuff into your deck, or maybe sometimes a board clear. So the overall goal of this deck is to just apply some pressure in the mid game, deal some cheap damage, and then there's Pyroblast, there's Fireball, there's Frostbolt, and there's also Zephyrus the Great, and there's some spell discovery in form of Kalagos, and there's Alexstrasza to reduce the opponent's health or alternatively sometimes heal you. So the end game winning plan is based on burn instead of being based on Nesot and board control. Which is not to say that board cannot be important. Even for a deck like this, board can be very important because you have tools like Blizzard, and you have tools like Frost Nova, and you have lots of that random spell generation. So you can freeze your opponent's board, go face with your minions, and then finish up with burn spells. Or freeze your opponent's board, do some Alexstrasza plays. Lots of alternatives. Overall, I found this deck reasonably fun to play, although pretty draw dependent. I felt like many of the games that I lost were like against something like pure aggro, where I just can't draw these Flame Wards and Doomsayers and other tools that I have for the early game. So if I can't draw them and there's an aggro deck, it just hit me in the face and I die. And then against some kind of mid-range decks, one way to lose is that at some point you're probably going to have to play Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron in order to get a board clear and maybe some kind of advantage. And sometimes Puzzle Box is of course awesome, it gives you everything you need roughly half of the time, and the other half of the time it just fails miserably and you die. So there were definitely some aspects of the deck that I didn't enjoy. But overall, these Highlander decks can sometimes be pretty fun to play because you have so many different cards that you get to play, and that means that games are different from one another. As for the mulligans with this deck, Luna's Pocket Galaxy. That used to be very important, not so much after the nerf. It's still good in Druid and Warrior matchups, so you want to keep Luna's Pocket Galaxy against Druid and Warrior. Against everything else, you're going for your early game. The latter is mostly fairly aggressive deck that you're defending against, and you want your Ancient Mysteries, you want your Doomsayer, you want your Zephyrus, you want your Reno the Relicologist. Although it is a Highlander deck, so sometimes you can find some interesting combinations, like sometimes I've even kept Naga Sandwich and Pyroblast if I'm playing against Priest and I really try to pressure them down before they can stabilize. So try to look for those synergies, while being cognizant of the fact that mostly you want your early removal tools and then Pocket Galaxy against Druid and Warrior. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a member or as a subscriber on YouTube, and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Highlander Mage in action. This probably isn't good enough here. Alrighty then. would be another Quest Shaman. Because why not? Well, we have the Reno. I have Reno. I have some of the little healing that's available in this deck. If there's no questing explorer here, then I might even be able to ping something away. If it's not a taunt lackey. It's not a taunt lackey. If I don't kill the lackey, in 2 turns, he's now overloaded. In 2 turns he can play a wasp. Because my plan probably here is to ping and then acolyte. So I need to ping the lackey and not the slurper. If I want to play the acolyte the following turn. Which I believe is my goal here. And we play the acolyte. He theoretically can mill 1 card, but this deck is not dependent on a single card, and he's unlikely to want to do that anyway. But he might also choose to play Evolve, because Desert Hare and Evolve on turn 4 is a good way to play this game. Now there are 2 minions that can turn into Doomsayers. Doomsayer, 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 Doomsayer. No Doomsayer. Instead there is an Amet. And there is a Khadgar. And the Amet is a major problem, because now everything is going to have 7 health and I can never kill anything. Interesting is not the word I would choose to describe this. I need to at least make the Amet. I mean, I can top deck. I could have top decked the Fireball, then I could have killed the Amet. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of cheap cards in his hand. I realized that Desire is fairly unlikely when you're meeting something like It's Possible. And the Flame Ward was a really good roll. Because thanks to the Flame Ward, there's a chance that I can actually kill something. Well, a pair of Mogu Flesh Shapers is somewhat annoying. That pulls Slurper, I guess. An excellent set of 6 health minions. Now the minions are a little bit smaller. And in this position I'm able to coin Blizzard. So if he cannot find another Evolve or Mutate, and he only has 2 real cards in hand, 2 generated cards, then there's some nice things I can do. Also, every minion is going to have 1 health because of the Amet at the moment. So this double Mogu board can be wiped with a simple Reno. Alright, we killed both of his Flesh Shapers, a Desert Hare, and he has spent 1 of his Evolves. Cool. This one draws either Zephrys or Doomsayer at the moment. Oh, everything phase. I guess that's kind of a valid plan. That means that I need to start preemptively putting together some healing power here. I need to kill this to prevent any kind of synergies with wasps or bounce effects. And I need to play the Kaatut so that I can heal within the next turns. Being at 15 means that Shaman could have set up for some kind of multi-turn lethal that I simply must deny. I don't care too much about the toads. I need to be careful not to play into mind control tech, because losing my card obviously would be devastating. If I could pick up Flame Strike from the Totalan Pilgrim, then I would be able to push face. Power of Creation, Pocket Galaxy, Flame Strike, Polymorph Fireball, way too many spells left. So I believe this turn instead needs to be simply cleaning up a couple of these and playing the Emperor Torsen in order to start getting some discounts to my hand. Need to be careful about the mind control tech. I need all the healing from the Kartut. Ancient Mysteries draws Flame Ward or Ice Barrier. It can still be one or the other. He's quite overloaded at the moment, so was not going to do a ton of things here. Wasp is nice. I suppose he will not even attack. I'm not sure why he attacked. I don't see anything good coming out of that attack, really. Fair enough, fair enough. What is my next move? Totalan Pilgrim, see what I get. If it's Flame Strike, that cleans up the board and I can start dishing some face damage here. Unfortunately, no Flame Strike. Frost Nova isn't that good. Not against this deck, so it has to be the Power of Creation. I can always sacrifice minions so that... Oh. Well, then it's going to go like this. These are going face. The Ancient Mysteries. Play the Secret. I could have had one more Spark in hand, but I tried to be really fast about that there, so that there would be no... I wouldn't have too much stuff there. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so next turn, that is going to make a comeback. 9 damage here. I need another 14. How do I do that? I'm pretty close actually, assuming that he can't top deck a Life Drinker. I'm 1 mana off, to be precise. I believe this is Caligo's turn. Doing damage to a minion. Is it ever good for me to draw more cards? I already have 1 Arcane Intellect in hand. Maybe the Scorch will be the most useful card available to me. I'm just going to Pyroblast face. Hit face with these. I'm going to Scorch the Bogschlosser. So we put him down to 4. And I have 4 from hand. So unless... But even if that's a Life Drinker, it still doesn't do it. Because if it's a Life Drinker, then, well... He still can't deal with everything here. And that is what I would call a win. What if I keep the Sandwich and try to find a way to pressure the priest? Would Sandwich Pyroblast and try to just go fast. The rest of this hand is absolutely terrible for doing that, though. Yeah, this didn't work out at all. Flame Ward, Coin Sandwich. Well, we have another puzzle box. Who knows what's going to happen? I have a lot of good stuff here. Alright. Let's go, Sandwich. Show me the way. He's going to play the Infiltrator. Is my response to that just Puzzle Box? I mean, if I hit and ping into that, that does nothing. Now we're just going to Puzzle Box hit this one. Good Puzzle Box. Alright. Priest should have a board clear for this though. I'm expecting a Mass Hysteria. But that is not a Mass Hysteria. Things just got a lot more interesting. Ping that. 3 treants to face. Or it's just 2 treants to face. And play Power of Creation. I want to play Power of Creation, right? But he can still have those light bombs and stuff. So how do I ration out my threats? 3 treants to face puts him to 16. Then I basically do nothing else. I may end up discarding Calicos if I play the Merchant. We'll try Power of Creation. Couple of 5/6s, right? Then we're actually going to do it like this. Light Bomb doesn't kill these. Mass Hysteria doesn't kill everything here. Or does it? No, it does not. Boom. Dead priest. So, how is any of that even fair? I don't know. But back to the world of Shaman Stone. Alright. Not the sweetest of hands. As long as that's not the Taunt Lucky though. I don't want to play Ancient Mysteries, I do want to ping that away. I can always play Ancient Mysteries later. Flame Ward, Ice Barrier, 2 cards that it can draw. I don't want to spend the coin. I think I want to draw the secret. I might as well play it. Because it wasn't Flame Ward. Flame Ward I would have probably needed to set up a better turn for. But Barrier looks like it can be played here. Because Flame Ward, I didn't want to play Flame Ward into this. This was the worst case scenario. It was only 16%, but it was possible. Now I would take a Flame Ward, please. But I don't. I guess Splitting Image is better here than the Entity. He's relatively unlikely to play Mogu Flesh Shaper as his first minion. In which case another 2/2 can help me more. Now he could play the Mogu Flesh Shaper though, but he should have played it before trading everything. So 2 Luckies in hand. But I can deal with this. I don't think I need to ping the Acolyte. I think pinging that is fine. I believe I'll have cards from the Acolyte anyway. Although there is a chance that he plays a Lackey and wasps the Acolyte. Then there's that. I mean, I kind of have the option here to coin Pocket Galaxy. I drew my AoE spells already, so I can't get them from the Total and Pilgrim anyway. But if I were to coin the Pocket Galaxy and trade into the Witchy Lackey, the Stelalexstras and Caligos and all that good stuff is still there. I believe this is coin Pocket Galaxy. Then we draw a 1-mana Doomsayer in this case. Oh, it's going to have to be okay. 7 cards in hand, alright. Doomsayer can clear Shaman boards together with Frost Nova, because if the board is full, they don't have tools to remove it. But together with Blizzard it can't always do that, because they often have 1 health, 2 health minions. So those die to the Blizzard and then they have a chance to play something on the board. I like playing Zephyrson 2 with coin versus that Murloc just to get the crab. Really? I don't... It depends on the deck. I would do that with a Hunt the deck. But I don't think I would do it with this deck.
You belong to the bog now.
Just sloshing that bog. Is he playing around Mind Control tech? He could be. I kind of don't like Flame Strike. Still leaves him with a 6-7 here. Now I know that he has the 4 damage on demand from that though. What is the path to winning this game? I think this is a Blizzard Doomsayer type of turn. He still needs the Lackey and the Wasp to kill the Doomsayer. And if he does that, then I might just Flame Strike next turn. Oh, Mogu. Mogu helped a little, but I can still Flame Strike this board, so this is still okay. I can also use this to push face because of the 1-mana Ziliax. I'll Flame Strike that board. I'll play the 1-mana Ziliax to kill that, so that I can push another 2 to the face. But now a simple elemental can kill these. That's an early Shudderwock. That's a very early Shudderwock. Whoa. I don't want to give him a chance to bounce that Shudderwock though. Right, so I will need to fireball it. Unless I see a path to killing him. 9 puts him down to 15. No, that's not it. I do like the Siamat. I could play Caligos, Pyroblast. 19 damage. No, it wouldn't be the first spell this turn. I can still play Caligos though. Fireball that, hit face, play the Siamat. Oh, sorry, Divine Shield Wind Fury was what I needed. I missed the Divine Shield, sorry about that. Ran out of time a little bit there. But there's still a powerful 3 minion board that cannot be mind control teched.
Sting like a bee.
$7.11, So 10. No, I can use Zephyrus. I can Pyroblast Phase. I can use Zephyrus to pick up a clearing spell for that. Yes, this is all very good. Pyroblast Phase. Zephyrus gives me a spell to kill that one. Like the Black Knight. And then it's lethal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.